fellow NGOs and viewers. Welcome to NGO Corner. My name is Dr. Joe. Today's episode is still on how to register your NGO in Nigeria. And as I told you last episode, there's good news on this episode. We are going to hear it from the horse's mouth. Who is the horse? Corporate Affairs Commission in Abuja, CAC. We are going to get information, get first-hand updates on what it takes to register with Corporate Affairs Commission in Nigeria. So, if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And also, there's a bell icon. If you can click on the bell icon, you also get notifications of future episodes so that you will not miss them. Some people, they will send me WhatsApp and I say, Madam, where's the next episode? And I say, you don't have it. I will now send it to them. But if they had clicked the bell icon, they will be notified. So they won't have to be calling me so that you don't miss any. Those that don't want to miss any episode. So we have discussed how to select a right name for an NGO. We have discussed how to choose the right board members, the right board of trustees, and the right directors. So if you're choosing an NGO, your board of director should not be a family member, advisable. 2, you should be available to attend your meetings. You should be able to be a senior colleague so you can add value to the board. You have a lawyer, you have a certified accountant, ICANN, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, or ANAN, or ACCA. There's so many associations that you can belong to, but it's good to have a certified accountant on the board because of audit, so that somebody can manage your audit reports, because it's the board, according to law, that are supposed to review your audits. And then also you should have somebody who has NGO experience as a board member, and so on, so on. So we have chosen the right name. We have chosen the right trustees, and now we are doing the registration. And there are different registrations at the local government level. I told you, can you see the local government CAC certificate? And then I told you about the state registration. Can you see the state registration for the NGO that we founded? Then also the CAC registration. So we're now zeroing in on registration with CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission in Nigeria, Abuja. And there are 2 types of registration. There are actually 4 types of registration that I know of in Corporate Affairs Commission. That is, you have registration as a limited liability. That's not non-for-profit. That's a business. Then you have business name registration, which is not an NGO. So we have registration as limited by guarantee, and then we have registration as incorporated trustees. Now, the 2 out of these 4 registrations, that's business name, limited liability, incorporated trustees, and limited by guarantee. These 4 registrations are registrations that they have available and I'm aware of in Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC Abuja. But the 2 that are relevant to non-for-profit, that is the NGO sector, are incorporated trustees and limited by guarantee. Now, if you are the executive director listening to me now, most likely, most of you are registered as incorporated trustees, and so am I. And that happened because when we registered in 2009, didn't know much about NGOs. So nobody like me, there was no NGO corner for us to advise us. So I just went and registered with the one I understand. And when you get to CAC, most of the time the lawyers will say incorporated NGO, incorporated trustees. I didn't know then that you have limited by guarantee is also considered non-for-profit. In fact, the first time I saw it, I said, is this non-for-profit? And people said, yes. I said, I didn't know. And then when I now try to understand the registration of limited by guarantee, I said, this one seems to be sweeter, seems to be better, more appropriate, more applicable to what I would have preferred. But then I tried to change, but to convert. That time I used the NGO registration as incorporated. So to change, it was funny. So I'm not talking about if you are already registered, go and change to limited by guarantee or limited by guarantee, changing. But for those that have not registered and you're listeing to me, if you can register if you can listen, so that you can be guided on which of the registrations are best suited for what, for your purpose that you're setting up an NGO. So for this episode, we're quickly going to look at what is the difference between registration as limited by guarantee and by an incorporated trustee, and what are the benefits and to us as an NGO. So which one should we choose? So I'm just going to go through based on my experience. You know, I'm not a lawyer and I don't have a monopoly of knowledge. I'm just sharing my experience, what I know. So I really would like you to, you know, comment in the comment section, and let's talk about it. You know, this is a NGO corner. This is our corner. So I say come over to our corner, the NGO corner. So let us discuss about the registration limited by guarantee and registration as incorporated trustee. So to the point, what is the difference? One, the first difference I will talk about is that when you register as incorporated trustees, which most of you are registered as, it is not the organization that is registered, that is recognized by law. An incorporated trustee is a form of registration that the trustees, the people, are the ones that the law recognizes. The NGO is not recognized by law, but the individuals who are on trustees. Can you see the certificate that is being displayed now? You see the names of the trustee. Those people who are trustees, those are the ones the government, the law recognizes as the owners of those that are invested with the organizational trust. So the name of the organization is not recognized in law. And I realized that after. I said, so the organization that I registered as Widows and Orphans Empowerment Organization is not recognized by Nigerian laws. I didn't know that when I registered using incorporated trustees. So I was now curious now. I said, what about limited by guarantee? So in limited by guarantee, the owners of the company are called guarantors. And the guarantors are financially liable to the company. But a guarantor financial liability is only limited to the amount that they guarantee to the company. So the name of the organization and the guarantors are recognized, you know, by law. So I'm like, oh, did I make a mistake in the type of registration? I said, So I went on to further ask questions, and those that are lawyers there, you can also chip in and clarify. Another difference between incorporated trustees and limited by guarantee is that an incorporated trustee can only be used for non-profit purposes, you know. But recently I got update that if they do, you know, go into making profit, they can then pay. They have to go and pay tax, company income tax, 30% or so on that. I don't know the exact amount, so don't hold me or I say 30%. But you know how the way businesses pay tax on their profit, you have to pay company income tax on the profit. So if you are incorporated, you are registered as incorporated trustees, and you're not, it's for non-for-profit, so you're not supposed to use it for business really. But if you have a business arm of that your NGO that is registered as incorporated trustees, that portion of the business arm, you have to pay taxes as a business. You have to pay the company income tax on that portion. So if the tax people come to your NGO, they say, okay, I have 1 million naira. 500,000 was used as profit. That 500,000 portion, you have to pay company income tax to FIRS, and then they have no problem with incorporated trustees. But in the case of limited by guarantee, you have opportunity to it's like registering a social enterprise. We invest where you can make profit, but you cannot share the profit among the directors, but you can plow the profit back into your NGO, and that's something that suits my own purpose. And then a registration that allows me to have a business arm and has a non-profit arm, and the business arm, the profit from there plows back into the NGO arm under one name. So that is what limited by guarantee opportunity affords me, that limited by incorporated trustee doesn't afford me. So that is the little difference that I've understood. And it's my understanding. So if you have a different understanding or you have better knowledge, please, this is our NGO corner. Come, join the corner. Let's discuss. This is all about strengthening the civic space. So we want to know by knowledge and knowledge sharing, we will get stronger. The third and final difference is that registering as incorporated trustees confers on the incorporation status of the trustees, so they can be sued. You understand? So, you know, if you see the CSA certificate that I showed you, the names of the trustees there, if somebody is going to court, those are the ones that they will sue. So they're not suing, like by regulation, the NGO name is Widows and Orphans Empowerment Organization, WEWE. Somebody that's taking WEWE to court is not taking WEWE as an organization, it's taking the trustees to court, because the law confers on the trustees that they are incorporated into law. That's why it's incorporated trustees. The trustees are the ones that are incorporated into Nigerian law, and they're the ones that are recognized. So they're the ones that can be sued to court, not the name of the NGO. I'm not a lawyer, but you think you understand what I'm trying to say. So all religious institutes in Nigeria are registered as incorporated trustees. That's like churches, mosques, synagogue, temples, and other places of worship where there's priests. Most of them are registered as incorporated trustees. This is a popular also with clubs and foundations and associations. Now the difference with limited by guarantee, establishing a company as a company limited by guarantee protects the directors from being sued. As the guarantors, and they cannot be sued. It's the organization so it protects the owners, the directors, from personal liability for the company debts. It also allows the founder to operate as a social enterprise, but it's not for profit. So keep in mind that a company limited by guarantee is probably the least popular entity in terms of NGO registration in Nigeria. But company limited by guarantee is only liable up to the amount put on, that the guarantors have agreed to. So if you only agree to 500,000, that is what you're liable for. So when I looked at all this, I don't really understand everything so clearly because I'm not a lawyer, and I'm sure as we deliberate on this more and discuss, we'll get more clarity on it. And as I go to also CAC and we visit some of these regulators, they will clarify this more, and maybe we visit some lawyers. But I would have preferred, my preference is limited by guarantee. It's more robust for me, and it suits what I wanted to do. You know, having a business arm that will plow back, it's a very sustainable model for the NGO, because to sustain ourselves, we need some income that will not be just dependent on donors. When donor project close, we can have an income from profit that can help sustain us while we wait for another fund, you know. So that's why I preferred limited by guarantee. But I didn't know all of this, and so that's why I said today I don't want you to be like I was in 2009. I didn't know about limited by guarantee and incorporated trustee. So I'm not saying you should go for one or not, but I'm saying that this is the information. All right, this is what limited by guarantee, the benefits, and this is by incorporated trustee, these are the benefits. So choose what suits the purpose that you're setting up your NGO for. Thank you. We have come to see. I like talking about this thing. I like to join you in NGO Corner. It's our corner. We are strengthening the civic space by sharing this knowledge so that you can make the right decisions of registering for NGO. So click the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Click, and then the bell button. That bell button. I'm just learning about that bell button now. Bell button, and then the like, and then I need comments. More comments. Comments so that we can share knowledge. And then I'm looking forward to see you on the next episode. Thank you. Bye.